And I think one of the profound things is that everywhere on the planet, whatever culture we're in, whatever spiritual tradition, a vessel of whatever kind, whether this is like a body or it's a cave of our ancestors, or later we started building temples and churches and mosques and synagogues, these are always symbols of the mother because they are a vehicle and a vessel. They are a space, like a womb, in which something is being poured. Um, and the most profound gift, actually, I would say, is that we have been given this beautiful biological vessel, which is not just an animal body, but it is also a spiritual vehicle. It's the traveling temple. So you enter actually the mother, the space, and within the space, you find certain things, like, for example, the Grail, which is itself also a vessel, and therefore also a symbol of the feminine aspect of holding and keeping something. That image itself, the tree, is a very ancient symbol of the sacred feminine. So in the earliest temple within the Western culture, so you have the Temple of King Solomon. I think we're all somehow familiar, at least with the name. And in those times, you didn't have only like a masculine form of a deity called Yahweh or Yod-Heh-Vav-Heh, but Yod-Heh-Vav-Heh had a consort, a partner, a spouse, and she was called Asherah, and she was depicted as a tree. So the tree of life in Kabbalah itself is a symbol, a depiction of the sacred feminine. And they say in Kabbalah, God, the transcendent, is ayin. It is nothing. It is neither male or female, masculine or feminine, and yet it carries all these potentials within itself. So, but in order to come into creation, because it is nothing, it is uncreated, unformed, it needs to make a form, and that form, that structure is the feminine, and the masculine aspect is the energy that's being poured out within it.
That's
And
cool.
basically, they're one and the same thing almost, because energy cannot exist without the form, and the form is useless without the penetration of the energy.
Hmm.
That those are the two aspects of Hokmah and Bina on the tree, the the masculine or the father, and the feminine or the mother aspect. And they come in horizontal pairs, so they're not unequal to each other. So I think that's the beauty of the tree of life. And in Kabbalah, they explain it metaphysically perfectly well. There should be a balance. Yeah. They are the unseen worlds, or the heavenly worlds, where the metaphysical laws can be received if we listen to them. And it is the task of the priesthood, male or female, to receive these laws, this knowledge, and to pass it on to the people. And actually to create a doorway or a pathway, like Jesus Christ said, for example, come through me, so that they can receive equally what is in those higher worlds. So first of all, to regard your own body and that of someone else, whatever the person looks like, whatever the features are, but they're all a vessel, a carrying vessel of the Holy Spirit or of the Shekinah, better say. It's not the same thing, I have to say technically, but of the carrying eternal light that they bear within themselves. Um, so that's a profound exercise in itself. And to go beyond the personal and to look at it in nature, because the plant life has the same capacity, and the animals and the insects, and that really changes our perspective. Well, the fool is of course the transcendent coming into being. That's Adam Kadmon. That's the carrier of the Grail in complete innocence. And then through the progression of the major arcana until the world, the universe, eventually, that's the process of the human being, of the human soul, becoming of knowledge of what it carries, which is the Shekinah. Like the Lady of the Lake and the Maidens of the Well. these stories, they all go back to, yeah, that the mystery of water and what lies beneath or within the water itself. And often the ladies, the women, or the goddesses, the priestesses, are somehow also, let's say, the directors of that water. So they can somehow, like on the mists of Avalon, so they are the ones who can part it and show the way. Yeah, so